If you need 5 minutes of time to be creative, 10 minutes, let's do 10 to 15, okay? Because 5 minutes is nothing. If you would like to learn how to draw in just 10 minutes, that's all it takes. 10 minutes. Watch this video because I'm gonna show you. So first I'm gonna close my laptop. We are drawing on traditional paper, okay? You're gonna get your favorite pencil. I'm gonna start with a HB Derwent graphite pencil. And I'm gonna get my favorite kneaded eraser because it's the only one I have because all the other ones are gross and dirty and stuff. And first you're gonna move aside some things. We have 10 minutes, we don't have time to clean up. We're gonna put paper down and we're gonna draw. For this video, I don't wanna put a picture of a real person on here, you know, internet and stuff. So I just chose Disney's Mirabel from Encanto and drew her. And this is a really good practice exercise if you're learning to develop your portrait skills with illustration or just develop your illustration skills in general. Take a picture, any picture. I am sure you have a picture of somebody in your phone that you could just sit down and draw. Every drawing, or I think at least most drawings, can be reduced to simple shapes. Everything starts from simple shapes. Most portraits can begin with a circle. Divide the face in half based on the perspective of which you're drawing. Her face is kind of tilted backwards just slightly, and it's also turned to the side. So we're gonna have kind of our perspective line a little curved and down just off center a little bit. It's not really off center. I did a bad job of doing that, but next time I would just move the center line over just a tad bit. When I'm looking at her, the eye on the left is not close enough to the side of her face like it is in this portrait. And then the one on the right, her eye is much smaller. But this is what I mean. Like when you just kind of get used to the principles of illustration, okay, or drawing in general, you want to just, if you want to develop your skill, this is me developing my skill. I am not a professional illustrator. I'm just a lady with an art degree, okay? But I'm trying because I would like to illustrate more and I would like to really grow a career in art and illustration. And this is how you start. You just take a little bit of time, focus on some of the principles and the fundamentals, and you just keep growing on your knowledge. Start with a circle, divide that in half, vertically and horizontally. And what I usually do, which I didn't do in this video in drawing Mirabel's face, is I usually measure out the facial features. In the middle, you usually draw lines for the eyes, and that is where the eyes are gonna sit. You're gonna divide that into two further sections, being the eyebrows and then the hairline. Below the middle line, you're gonna divide that into three sections. You're gonna divide it for the nose, the mouth, and then the chin. And a lot of times you need to then draw a chin. Her chin is way too large. I'm gonna have to adjust that as well. This is just a quick 10-minute drawing again. I'm not a professional. Please don't type in all caps in the comments anyways. And then you get the ears, right? Her ears, she's a cartoon character. She's a fictional character, she's a cartoon. Her ears are not going to be, you know, super realistic. Her ears are really low on her face, so I'm gonna look at that in proportion to other parts of her facial features. Like when I'm doing the ears, I'm looking at the corner of this eye here to determine where on earth do the ears start. And I actually noticed that this ear starts, I can pretty much align that and measure that with the corner of her mouth. It's fairly close to being in line with that, just a little bit below. Get those earrings drawn so we can get that detail going. Start to shape out the eyebrows. And then this zigzag, it's not Harry Potter scar, it's just the curl of her hair. And I'm just gonna kind of draw that for reference so I can, when I go through and I start making adjustments, so I can make this as proportional and like realistic, quote unquote, for her face. I have this reference of this curl because this curl is sitting in front of her eyebrow. It goes from the top of her eye to the hairline, and that's where I can kind of measure and adjust where the hairline actually is in proportion to her forehead, her eyebrow, and her eyeball. Am I gonna have to make adjustments for scale and proportion? Absolutely, because this isn't perfect again. This is 10 minutes. This is an easy way to just take 10 minutes. You deserve it, you're busy, you deserve 10 minutes. Take your 10 minutes and sit down and just draw something. If we're scared to draw a face, then we've got to talk about some other things. Because, you know, I understand it's intimidating to look at a blank canvas because you're like, what the heck am I gonna create here? I get it, but just don't be afraid to ruin a piece of paper. It's just a piece of paper, recycle it. It's gonna be okay. Pencils, they make more. We can go to the store and get some more. Christmas is coming. If you celebrate Christmas, ask for pencils for Christmas. Don't be afraid to ruin paper and pencil graphite if you want to be fancy. Get a silly straw, get some iced tea, or whatever it is that you need to get inspired and creative and do all that stuff. All of my materials that I used today were bought from Blick. If you don't know what Blick is, it's a really popular art store. You can pretty much get most materials. If you need something for any type of fine art or crafting, you can get it from Blick. I will leave a link to their website in the description. Blick is not the only place that you can go to. If you live in a very random rural Midwestern town like I do, I don't have a Blick. The nearest Blick is 3.5 hours away. How sad for me. I do have a Michaels though. Derwent pencils, that is what I use because that is what I had to get for my art degree. Took several illustration courses and this was required. So Derwent pencils, it's all I know. So I keep buying them and I don't have any complaints. And a kneaded eraser and a good pencil sharpener and sit down and create away. Hope this helps and hope it inspires. If it did, consider liking this video because it'll help me get away from my corporate job and create things full time. My name is Heather, and if you don't want to stop watching all my videos, consider watching this one about, you know, some inspirational words that I say to inspire you to pursue your art career. I'll see you in the next video.